at the Y Theatre, Attenborough Arts Centre, the Arena Theatre, and the Performers' Homes. 14 world premiere plays written, rehearsed, and recorded in under 48 hours. It's 1448 from a distance.
Welcome to 1448, the world's biggest theatre festival! Oh, yes, thank you for joining us tonight from wherever you are. If this is your first experience of 1448, I feel sorry for you, but let me explain what is happening right now. So 1448 is a speed theatre festival, which originates in Seattle. And basically what we do here in the UK as well, we bring together around 70 artists to create 14 brand new plays in just 48 hours. And it's beautiful. We get together in a room, it's sweaty, we're breathing the same air, but we just can't do that right now. So what are we doing instead? We are making it happen through the wonders of the internet. Yes. Now, earlier this month, what we did, we asked people to submit themes. I would like to see 7 world premiere plays on the theme of blank. We gathered together 37 artists on the 1st of November, and we drew our first theme out of a hat, and that theme was sudden release. Then we sent 7 writers away with that theme, with just 10 hours to each create a 10-minute play. We then randomly assigned directors, randomly assigned a cast, and they were randomly assigned to venues including the Y Theatre in Leicester, Attenborough Arts Centre in Leicester, the Arena Theatre in Wolverhampton, and the performers' own homes. And then they had just 10 hours to rehearse and record each of those plays. The band have spent the last 2 weeks through some kind of witchcraft, working in shifts with a shared Google Drive to score these plays. And usually 1448 is like a pressure cooker of adrenaline over that weekend. But this process has had its own pressures. That pressure has been building every day over the last 2 weeks, writing, rehearsing, recording, scoring, editing, and now is the sudden release of 7 world premiere plays for you to enjoy in your own homes. So please, wherever you are, get busy in the comments, tell us what you're thinking, and now make some noise in your own home as we hand you over to the first of our 7 world premiere plays for 1448 from a distance.
A friend to all is a friend to none. Chase 2 girls, lose the one. When you are young, they assume you know nothing. But I knew you, playing hide and seek and giving me your weekends. I knew you, your heartbeat on the high line, 1 to 20 lifetimes. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite.
Alexa, pause. Okay, you, the cardigan, you got to there. Tell me what happened next.
Well, I don't remember now.
Don't be petulant. Come on, I can't remember. Were there clues I didn't see?
Well, how should I know? I'm not in charge of this investigation, am I?
You're so annoying. Come on, how are we ever going to get this finished?
That's really your problem, not mine.
Or do you have anything to add to this?
You told me you didn't want me for this story.
Well, you're in the story now. Do you have anything to add to this? I can't see if you shrug.
Then how do you know that I did?
Valid point.
What if neither of us know what happened?
Of course you know.
But you don't know that we know.
Of course I know you know. Why else would we be having this conversation?
Maybe you're just a madwoman.
I think that's a fairly politically incorrect thing to say. Anyway, you don't know that I know you know, so tell me.
Well, technically, it's not our job to tell you now, is it?
I hate you, both of you. You know that, right?
Do you, though?
Then why are we still here?
I've put up with you for 7 months. 7 long months. I've been listening to the same album on repeat just to drown you out.
Oh, yeah. Don't listen to us. Listen to Taylor Swift. She's usually the answer.
Will you shut up? Oh, thank God. 2 minutes peace. It's really quiet in here. Who's humming? Really? Really? Okay, I give up. Where are you?
Here!
Talk to me, someone. Anyone. Tell me a story.
Huh.
Okay, fine. I'll go. Remember when we got to that bit at... Oh, the cabin. Okay, so we're at the cabin. We go inside. And it's Christmas. Like Hallmark movie kind of Christmas. Like that film that you pretend you don't like, but actually really love. Sugar-coated kind of Christmas. Now, this is a story that can go either way, right? This is either the greatest Hallmark romance or a murder mystery. Personally, I tend to err on the darker side of life, and anyone who owns a cabin is probably a murderer. In fiction, anyway. Because why would you own a cabin around here? That's just a shed on an allotment. Anyway, we're getting distracted, right? So we're at the cabin. It's Christmas. Our Hallmark heroes are curling up by the fire. I'm one of the heroes in this scenario because it's my story, so I get to be, right? So we're curled up by the fire. It's the romantic high point. Except it's not. Cut to 1 year later. I'm alone. I'm crying. A sad fire. And no decorations. Because my Hallmark hero tragically died. 1 day before Christmas. The end.
Well, that's dark.
You're telling me. Angst and lost love, but we do it so well.
Okay, I don't like your storytelling. What about you? What have you got for me?
You never care what I think!
Not true. Story now.
Your wish is my fucking command. What kind of story would you like today? Scary. Funny? Romance. Never really ends very well around here anyway, does it? Okay. So, the Cardigan mystery. Let's try that one. It got left at home the last time they were all there. Forgotten about, in the back of a cupboard. But the next time he saw her wearing it was the day of the funeral. Now, tell me that wasn't symbolic, right? After all those months away? All those questions? A real detective would have a field day. Or at least send it to forensics. But in the version I heard, she stood in the doorway, wearing it, while he stands on the path, crying, begging for forgiveness. So dramatic, right? Of course, I wasn't supposed to see this, but then I know what she really did.
Why is someone always dead in these stories?
Just a vibe, I guess, you know, bit Scandinois meets Hamlet meets, I don't know, depressing BBC drama, I guess.
Enough! Jesus H. Christ, is this what it's come to? Arguing with the air over dramatic influences? Well, not even arguing, just listening to my writing style get ripped to shreds. Still, if that's what it takes. Okay, you were saying?
Can't remember now. Can you?
No, sorry. Guess it's silence. Or Taylor Swift.
Enough with the Taylor Swift.
That's what we've been saying for months.
Could you maybe, I don't know, just shut up for a minute maybe?
Yeah, shut up.
No, you shut up.
They were talking to you.
No, they're talking to you.
Everyone please just shut the fuck up.
Who are you going to talk to then?
You raise a valid point. Okay, but the thing is, you've both just been sort of hanging around here for months and you've not really done anything much. Don't you dare interrupt me and tell me it's my fault. I'm painfully aware that it's my fault. Thank you. I don't know what you want. I mean, it's all very well you hanging around, having a lovely conversation with me in my head, but why are you here? Why won't you go away? I mean, you're clearly no use for anything, are you? I mean, there's no story there. Who wants to watch a Hallmark Christmas special Scandinois? What even are you? A play? A novel? A really bad TV script? Fan fiction? At least if you were fan fiction, someone would be getting some action. But why are you both just hanging around like a really fucking catchy Taylor Swift song? Because who else would I talk to, right? I'm not sure I want to do this anymore. Now it's just me talking nonsense at the air, imagining. That's not much use to anyone. I'm not sure I want the voices in my head. It used to be fun. It used to be somewhere I escaped to, and now it's the only place I live in. That's not right, is it? I'm really lonely, aren't I?
Look, it's not like we're the first, right? You've always had people like us around.
We remember them too.
We sort of know all of it. I mean, we sort of are all of it.
We're all of them. But sort of nothing too? Huh. It's really confusing if I'm honest.
I just want to talk to some real people.
Why did you start talking to us?
Why keep doing it? I mean, you could stop any time, right?
I don't know that I could. I think I'm an addict. I don't remember a time that I didn't talk to you. That's insane, right? Truly. Normal people don't live with stories in their heads. What do normal people think about all day?
I guess normal people are even more lonely. I mean, we've all seen the worlds that you, whatever, talk to, and I can only speak for me and maybe for them, but it's pretty fun in here. Like, you give us things to do, feelings, all those weird things. The things we've seen because of you. I don't mean to sound full of my own self-importance, but think of the things that other people have seen, real people, because of us and because of you.
I know we normally hate to agree, but they're right. I don't know what people out there do all day, but isn't it kind of amazing what you can do? You think a thing and we do it, or say it, or do it to each other. Ooh, don't make that face at me. I can see it even when I can't see it. All these years, you could have let us go, but you didn't. You weren't lonely all that time, even when there were people, when life was busy. You kept coming back to us. Why?
Because you're not just in my head, are you? When I set you free, it's like this sudden release of something else. This thing where it's finally free from me, from my mind, and when I'm on a roll, it's like flying. And I know that's cliche and probably a sign that I'm not a very good writer, but then writers never think they're very good writers. So I guess I might as well just carry on.
Shall I carry on?
Or I could. Oh, I just remembered what happened after the party!
Oh, or I could tell you about the car ride.
Sure. Whichever of you go.
We've got this, you know?
We can write our way out of this.
And if all else fails...
We're company, right?
Alexa, play Taylor Swift.
Baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done. Baby, now we got bad blood. Hey, now we got problems. And I don't think we can solve them. So take a look what you've done. Baby, now we got bad blood. Hey!
Welcome to 1448, the world's quickest theatre festival!
Now you do what they told ya. 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 Now you're under control. Now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. Now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. Now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. Now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. Now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. Now you do what they told ya. Now you're under control. Now you do what they told ya.
Hey, Kieran, come back. Hey, slow down.
Fuck this.
Look, you realise that you nearly slammed my head in the door? Look, I know you didn't mean to, but you've got to calm down.
Look, it's that wanker Cookie, yeah? Dissing me in front of everyone, driving the bus.
Take a deep breath. And I know you might not realise this, but Cookie's one of the good guys. And he's in charge of off-site activity, which means he's going to be on your back.
Everything all right?
Cookie, we'll meet you back at the minibus. So what's your problem, eh?
Yo, H, I don't give a fuck.
We've been here 5 days. You've had a different problem each day. We bent over backwards to bring you out here with everyone else today, and then you kick off about some seating plan.
Yo, I'm gonna knock her out as well. Who does she think she is, little slut? Telling me that she's from the ends. Telling me that she knows Bigfoot, who knows Yazza, who's supposed to be like my dad's half-brother or something. And that makes us half-cousins. It's bollocks.
So what's your problem? That makes your blood.
I ain't blood with no gypsy.
Oh, shit. Scuff my Jordans.
Yo, I swear down, you're different, H. I don't know any elders who are mad about their creps as you are.
Hey, enough of the elders. You make it sound like I'm dead and buried already. These are Jordans, young man. They deserve to be cared for and loved.
Jordans was the last present I got from my dad. 5 years ago.
My dad, he says shoes make the man. If they're cleaned, it shows he's got self-respect. And if he's got self-respect, then he's got respect for others too. Stylish man, my dad. Loved his brogues. My granddad too. Come all the way from Jamaica.
Wait, what?
Wait, or what? You got a stutter? Yeah, my granddad's black and you wouldn't know it. That's the thing about blood. Chooses you.
What time is it?
We've only just got here. And you've been with the others a bit, one from you kicking off earlier.
How long are we doing this? It's boring.
Fresh air, walking in the hills. What more could you want?
Swear, you're messed up.
Hey, check this out. What do you notice on this tree?
It's a tree.
Come on, Kieran, look at this stuff. What do you notice?
It's mostly on one side.
See, that's it. If you get lost, you know the side with the moss on is probably facing north. You know, your northeast, southwest. Never eat shredded wheat.
I swear you're off your head. You okay, sir? Do you want me to get you a wheelchair?
You're a joker.
You're right.
No, I'm alright. Just need to lean for a moment.
H! Sir! Shit! You okay, sir? Oh, shit. Shit. Sir, why'd you have to go and fall down the hill for? Fuck. It's my fault, innit? Because I slammed your head in that door. Now you've got that what do they call it? Concussion. You said you were feeling dizzy and shit, and I was making jokes. I don't even have my phone. I can't phone anyone because you took our phone off us. I could have phoned someone and they could have tracked us, yeah? Or I would have had a torch for when it got dark, and it's gonna get dark, sir. And if we needed to find our way out of this, I would have had a compass. Although I guess we could always use the moss on the trees. Sir, I could have looked up concussion and then I would have known what to do. I'm not giving you the kiss of life, sir. Sir, if you're alright, just say something. Oh, shit. Sir, are you dead? If you're dead, just let me know.
Hey, stop throwing stones.
Oh, shit. Sir, I'm coming down.
No, stay where you are. You might not be safe. There's already one of us down here anyway, that's enough. And no, I am not dead, and I cannot believe you've been throwing stones at me.
They weren't that big. Sorry.
It's cool.
And sir?
Yeah?
I'm sorry for slamming your head in the door. I swear down I didn't realise you were there.
I know, but you've got to listen to me. The car park is north of here. Use the moss, you've got to get back to the minibus.
What, leave you here to get messed up by some boa constrictor or eaten by some wild animals?
What films have you been watching? Where in England can you find a boa constrictor or wild animals?
Haven't you ever heard of wild animals escaping from the safari park? Or like people's exotic pets eating them and then wandering off?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Sir, you swear. Oh, fuck this, sir. I'm coming down. I might be able to help you.
No, I'm fine. They'll find us.
Yeah, but what if they don't, sir? What if you're like that guy in 127 hours who falls off that canyon and gets his arm trapped under a boulder and has to cut it off?
Kieran, you are not helping.
I'm just saying, if you elders didn't search us for weapons, I'd have had my pocket knife.
You carry a weapon?
No, not as a weapon. I was in the Boy Scouts, innit? You know their motto, always be prepared and shit.
Oh shit. He wants to cut off my arm. Lord, save me.
And I'm just saying, we don't have any water, so if you get a bit thirsty, I could
Oh, hell no.
What? The guy in 127 hours, he drank his own piss, and I've got enough for everyone to share.
I'm gonna kill him. I swear to God, I am going to kill him.
You still there, sir? So I'm going to throw this stone at you if you don't answer me.
Oh, Christ, you're gonna stone me to death, Kieran. Oh, Kieran.
Yeah?
Stop calling me sir. You're not at school anymore.
I've been meaning to ask you. I already asked Cookie, but he said he couldn't tell me. What does H stand for?
I only tell those people who I trust and are close to me. Well, since you've been looking over me all this time, I suppose I can tell you. But I promise you, if you tell anyone else, I will kill you. It's Horatio.
What?
Horatio. It's my granddad's name. Way back then, lots of Caribbean men were given old-sounding English names, like Horatio or Sigmund or Zechariah, named after famous people or biblical names. Something to live up to, my granddad used to say, when he was making the roast breadfruit and ackee. He was a Rasta. I used to feel like a lion when I walked around Leicester with him, with the dreadlocks hanging down his back. And all these people used to be staring over this little white boy walking beside him. It's the dreadlocks that went when the chemo started. Cancer's a shitty thing.
How old were you when he died?
Probably about 12. He gave me all his books and his boxing collection. I've got all these films of the greats like Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson and Tyson.
What, Tyson Fury, yeah?
No, the original Tyson, with a neck the size of a tree trunk. Mind you though, you remind me a bit of that Tyson Fury. He got his fire.
My grandma calls me her little Tyson. She loves boxing. We're always talking about him. She always says, we never bow to any man. She also told me that he tried to kill himself. Is that true? I just can't see a big man like that thinking about suicide.
Yeah, can happen to the biggest and the greatest. Tyson said he'd got in this new Ferrari, bombing it down the motorway, doing nearly 200 heading straight for a bridge. And why? Because men don't talk, Kieran. Young men, old men, they just let it build and build and build until that sudden release. And then it's too late. They end up battering someone for looking at them funny, or taking it out on their loved ones, or just ruining their own life. Tyson got lucky. He said he heard this voice. What about your family? What about your kids? What about your sons? What about your daughter? Letting them grow up without a dad. And so he swerved and skidded out on the hard shoulder. Lucky. You okay, Kieran?
My grandma's dying. I'm scared. She's everything to me. See, me and my mum, we argue all the time. She's always telling me I look like my dad. Got the same angry and bitter ways. I hate being told I look like him. He walked out on us when I was 4. I remember walking into the room and grabbing him by the leg, pleading for him to stop hitting my mum. He just pushed me to the side and then never came back. You know, I still think it's my fault that he left.
Kieran, you were a kid. Parents are fucked up.
Sometimes I still see him, you know. My dad. At a high cross with his new family. He ain't got any time for me anymore. It's fucked up. That's why I can't lose her. She's everything. She says, there's my little Tyson. You're a good one. She's got those gypsy ways, you know. She'd look at the palm of my hand and tell me I was going to be wealthy. Not rich, but wealthy. And that was a carer. I'd always be caring for the people around me.
She looks like a great woman. And she believes in you.
See, I always knew that I had gypsy blood in me. My grandma, she used to tell me all these stories. There was this day, I'll always remember, I was about 11. She must have realised that I was never going to get anything from my dad or see him again. So she took me to Appleby, to the Travellers' Horse Fair. Horses, man. So many horses everywhere. And then kids, younger than me, riding on these horses through the water. Big, gorgeous horses. Just to see if they were any good. I always told her that I'd bring her back, you know? Make an entrance. A big horse and cart.
Hey! They're over here!
They found us! They found us! Horatio! Horatio, they found us!
Swear down.
Just a castaway, an island lost at sea. Oh, another lonely day, and no one here but me. Oh, more loneliness than anyone could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair. Oh, I'll send an SOS to the world. I'll send an SOS to the world. I hope that someone gets my. I hope that someone gets my. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle, yeah. Message in a bottle, yeah.
Could I interest you in another?
Well, thank you very much, Miss Nibby. We're now trapped here in this godforsaken little hovel for another hour.
What did I say?
You said yes.
She didn't give me a chance to finish what I was saying.
You said yes, and that was quite enough to satisfy the awful little gremlin.
We needn't have come here at all had it not been for you. Oh, yes, Miss Eden, of course. We'll pop round for high tea, knowing full well we'd have nothing in common, and that high tea is not high tea, it's low tea, and that is neither.
Quiet, Mrs. Nibley.
Well, you know how passionate I can get.
I do.
What's that supposed to mean? Miss Eaton.
Miss me? Just a little joke I do sometimes. So there was something I wanted to discuss.
Well, we really must be going.
Going? Why?
Oh, you know, places to go, people to see, that sort of thing.
But I've just made another pot of tea. It really is quite something.
Maybe another time.
Well, there can be no other time. The tea is at the end of its season.
Another season then? Another tea, perhaps?
Well, there is no other tea for high tea.
Low tea.
I can assure you it's quite high.
It's low tea. High tea is another thing altogether.
As I was saying, really must be going, Miss Eaton.
I am afraid I can't allow that.
You can't. I'm sorry, this is completely ridiculous. We have come here out of the goodness of our hearts, have we not, Mrs. Nibley?
We have, yes.
And we have tried to be polite. Really, we have tried. But, well, we're just not of the same cloth, Miss Eaton. Your sandwiches are awful. Your decor, miserable. And if I am being honest, being within your company is so tedious, I would not wish to repeat it. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly.
Good.
But I can't allow you to leave.
But why not? Are you going to stop us from leaving?
I already have.
But this is quite ridiculous.
What are you going to do? Are you going to tie us to your chairs or bash in our kneecaps,
Mrs. Wolcott?
Nothing quite so drastic, no.
Let's not agitate, Miss Eaton. Let's just go now, Mrs. Wolcott.
Mrs. Nibley, you really can't do that.
Why the devil not?
I've released the bees.
You've what?
I have released the bees.
Right, you've released the bees.
But, Mrs. Wolcott, I'm allergic to bees.
Allergic to bees? Mrs. Nibley, there are no bees. There is no one person that can command all of the bees. Miss Eaton, I am growing rather tired of your ridiculous ramblings. Mrs. Nibley and I are leaving. Bees.
Yes, well, where were we? Ah, the tea. It really has quite an interesting flavour profile and...
Miss Eaton?
Yes, Mrs. Nibley?
Why have you released the bees?
Isn't it obvious?
Obvious? Obvious? There is no obvious reason for the ridiculous amount of bees I've just encountered on your porch.
It might be a little out of left field, yes, but needs must.
Miss Eaton! The bees!
Well, when I was a wee young... Oh, well, darling, you don't need to hear the whole novella, do you? Suffice to say, I have always been quite a solitary individual, but the idea of having friends of my own is quite enticing.
Hence the bees.
Oh, no. I see our relationship more as a cooperative alliance. Do have another salmon roll. No, I am not an interspecies mingler myself, but I do respect them. No, when I moved here, I found the two of you to be adequate company. Oh, unpleasant, of course, but one can't be too picky with friends, can they?
Of course, Miss Eden. That's That all makes a lot of sense. Perhaps we can meet up another time.
Yes, if you could just ask your bee accomplices to, you know.
Oh, that would be impossible.
Why? We could return later. Have a little get together. You know, some other time. Next Tuesday, maybe.
Mrs. Nibley, the bees have been released. No baxes.
But Miss Eaton, I have a life. I have other friends.
I have children.
She has those too. But we have to leave this place at some point or another.
Well, I'm afraid you can't. See, even if you were to, the sheer volume of bees outside would make the attack on your exit quite extraordinary.
And what of it? Say there are 60, 100 bees. They can only sting us once. That's 30 bees, 50 bees apiece.
Mrs. Walcott, I am allergic.
Shut up, Nibley.
You're forgetting, Mrs. Walcott. Bees have cousins.
Cousins?
Relatives, Mrs. Nibley. Word gets around in the bee community, you would be done for bee murder.
I don't believe this. She's right, Mrs. Walcott. She's got us this time.
Shut up.
Taken hostage by bees.
I said shut up, you coward! I said it. You're a coward. You have always been a snivelling little pustule, Mrs. Nibley, and I will not be cooped up with you, nor with an individual who voluntarily chooses to have Argyle curtains. I will not have it. I bid you good day.
I would not advise that, Mrs. Walcott.
I said good day.
Is she,
Yes. Yes, she is.
Well, it's to be expected. Bees are really very good judges of character.
They've eaten her face.
Well, that leaves just the two of us to discuss things then. It's much more intimate, allows one to get a lot more done. Miss Nibley, well, gosh, I suppose it is a little bit awkward now, but your tea? I don't suppose you'd care for a drop of honey in it?
What a wonderful thing to be, a healthy grown-up busy bee, whiling away all the parting hours, pinching all the pollen from the cauliflowers. I'd like to be a busy bee, being as busy as a bee can be, flying round the garden, brightest ever seen, taking back the honey to the dear-old queen.
Welcome to 1448, the world's quickest theatre festival.
I've noticed you around. I find you very attractive. Would you go to bed with me?
scary movie.
What?
Well, it's a line from Scream. It's also a question. Did you see any scary films over Halloween? What's your favourite?
Oh. I don't really watch scary movies.
Even for Halloween?
No.
Well, I love them. If you had to pick one, if you absolutely had to, what would you say your favourite is?
Gosh, I don't know. The Exorcist, I guess?
Ooh. Yes. Yes, I like The Exorcist. It's very good.
Otherwise, I don't really get into them.
You wanna know what mine is? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hands down. God, that movie freaked me out. So much so that I didn't watch it till years after it came out. Even just the poster. I suppose you're too young to remember this, but the way they marketed it was like it was a true story, which, I mean, couldn't be right because otherwise it'd been on the news, but me being a kid, I thought it was a documentary, so when I finally saw it at my friend's birthday party, yeah, it hit on another level.
Cool, yeah. Look, so I don't mean to be rude or anything, but, you know, are we actually going to, like, fucking do anything on here, or, because I really got to get to work, so, if not, you know, maybe we should just, you know, wrap it up, get on with it?
I don't understand.
Jesus.
Well, I just came for a chat.
In the dark fantasy room?
Yes, that's why I asked about horror films.
You said my pick was hot.
But it was! It is.
You know what, I thought I had time for this, but, well, I don't. So, you know, maybe we should just sort of end this now. It was nice to meet you, but I don't want to waste your time.
Was it something I said? Well, it's just, I've never done this before, and I thought a bit of conversation would be a good way to get into it. I was just hanging in my room, kind of lonely, you know, and I thought I could find someone nice to talk about scary films with. But I'm sorry for the miscommunication. I guess I just don't understand things the way people do.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
No, I just realised it's, I've actually got to do some work soon, and I've got to go to work, and I've got this fucking presentation that I've got to do, and I haven't even started it yet. And, oh, fuck, shit, fuck, I can't do this anymore.
What's your presentation about? Can I help? You could talk me through it, and then by the end of it, you'll have done it because you told me about it. That's what I do, even when I'm alone in my room. I imagine there's someone else there, and I ask them questions if I don't know what to do or what the right thing is. And then eventually they answer me back and my question's answered. But, like, it's me, but it's not really me. Like when you're good at giving out advice, but you can't take your own. It's a way of answering yourself and tricking your brain without it really being you. Does that make sense?
My dad's sick. My mum thinks that he's getting better. But does she know? And my brother, he doesn't think that he'll make it for the weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm under so much fucking pressure at work, and I really should have gone to see them last weekend, and I didn't. And now with another lockdown coming, I'm not going to see them.
My dad's dead, so I know how much that can hurt.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. He died when I was like 9, so it doesn't hurt anymore. Not like that. Not like you are now. But thank you.
He couldn't even speak when I called the hospital yesterday. He could barely breathe.
You know what I do when I feel lost or sad or whatever? What? Well, I think of a movie I've seen that's similar and think about what the character does, and whatever that is, I try to do it too. It helps.
I can't think of any.
Oh, I can. I just thought of one. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? So, the girl that ends up the hero, well, all her friends have been killed, right? And she's running for her life. And she's so scared because Leatherface is right behind her and she knows he's probably going to kill her. But then suddenly, this truck comes out of nowhere and she jumps in the back and it drives off. And she's just laughing, just crazy, happy laughing, you know, because she thought the worst was going to happen, but life surprised her and sent to help her. So, like, for you could say, hey, there's no need to be so scared right now, because maybe life will surprise me and send me a helper, and then it won't be as bad as I thought it was.
Thank you.
Maybe I'm your helper and I don't even know it.
Maybe. Maybe you are.
So, do you want to tell me about your presentation?
God, no. Fuck that. Do you know what? I'm going to call in sick. It's not even that important.
Okay. So, do you want to still talk to me?
I do.
Okay. So, what do you want to talk about?
Scary movies.
Cool. Okay. So, what is the worst?
We have all the time in the world, time enough for life to unfold all the precious things love has in store. We have all the love in the world. If that's all we love, you will find we need nothing
You have 5 minutes till showtime.
Yeah, I did forget to mention at the top, there will be a 5-minute intermission now, so feel free to go to the bathroom, grab a drink, whatever you need to do. You know, take your time, chill out, relax. If you're the kind of person that has some spare cash hanging around, which, let's face it, aren't all of us, we are taking donations to split between us and the venues that have supported us to support where the Fringe Theatre work happening. So I'll put up the link to that while let's do a bit of music. So enjoy.
It's refreshment time, folks. Time out for a delicious snack in our sparkling refreshment building. Every item a fresh, appetizing taste treat.
We've a large assortment of freshly made sandwiches. How about a pizza? None better anywhere. Sizzling hamburgers grilled to your taste. Mouth-watering chili dillies.
Dog days, hot dog days that is, somehow have a way of turning out to be fun days. The pop and sizzle of the juicy meat seems to say, come and get me, I'm done to a turn. Yep, hungry or not, it's hard to resist the tantalizing aroma and taste appeal of a sizzling hot dog. The nice part of it is, there's one waiting for you right now at the refreshment stand. Only 2 minutes left.
Hey, you. Want to buy a t-shirt? Well, you're in luck. We've got loads of great designs, and if you buy one during the month of November, we'll split the profits with our partner venues. Thank you.
Welcome to 1448, the world's quickest theatre festival!
Floor 4. Doors opening. Doors closing.
Hey.
Hi. Going down. Floor 1. Doors opening.
Well,
See ya.
Bye.
Doors opening. Well, shit, fucking bollocks.
Press the alarm button.
What?
The alarm button. You've got to press the alarm button.
Oh, looks like no one's home.
Shit. Fuck!
And bollocks.
I knew this would happen. One day I knew!
You knew you were going to get stuck with me in an elevator.
Hello? Can anybody hear me? We're trapped in the lift! Hello? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, God! No signal. Do you have signal?
No.
Oh. Okay. It's fine. It takes an average of 15 minutes for help to arrive, so we just need to sit here and wait till someone realises the lift isn't working.
One gone?
No thanks.
Shoot yourself?
Can't believe this is actually happening. I've literally lain awake at night worrying this would happen. I need a distraction. Please, can you distract me?
What?
A distraction. I need to think about something other than the fact that we're trapped in this lift and nobody knows that we're here. And what if I need the toilet?
Okay. Where were you going?
When?
Before you got in this lift, where were you going?
I was going to lunch. What about you?
I have a meeting. Well, had a meeting, I guess. Bit late now.
For the Eau de Champagne campaign?
Yes, for the Eau de Champagne campaign.
With Ben?
Yeah. I guess.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Why what?
Why did you ask me if Ben was going to be at the meeting?
I didn't. Yeah, okay, I did. But not for any reason.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it?
Not really.
Fine. So I guess I won't distract you from the impending doom. Do you remember when we first met? It was at that training conference in...
Solihull.
Solihull, yes. And Steve had that god-awful presentation about how to sell anything. And then you said...
How do you sell it if you can't smell it?
That's it.
Yeah. My grandma still asks me to bring her freebies because you work for that fancy perfume company. I don't have the heart to tell her that working for Miss Sense is about as far away from fancy as you can get. But now she smells like a daisy in a wood burner.
How is Jean?
She's okay. She misses you.
I miss her too.
I'm sorry that I didn't message.
I think the correct term would be ghosted.
Sorry.
It's alright.
No, I'm serious. I should have just talked to you.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sorry.
Why didn't you?
I just felt embarrassed.
What? Why?
Because that night at the Christmas party when I saw you with Ben.
Ben?
Yeah. I just felt stupid and angry, obviously. I mean, you were stroking his arm. That's like a choice. You don't touch somebody's arm like that accidentally. I mean, you can accidentally touch somebody's arm, but you were stroking his arm. I mean, obvious. I couldn't be like that.
So you cut me out, and then you didn't think to speak to me about it?
Yeah, I guess I did. So if I had talked to you about it, what would you have said?
I just said that I was drunk, desperately single, and several glasses of wine deep to know who I was even talking to. And that I was really, really sorry. And that he talked at me for half an hour about pine cone fragrances. Really, underneath that beautiful exterior, the man is nothing but a bland, damp cushion.
Wet blanket.
What?
I think you mean wet blanket. He is a damp, wet blanket.
Right. Yes.
This has helped, I think.
Okay. Good.
You got enough of those to last us the night?
Floor 1. Doors opening.
Welcome to 1448, the world's quickest theatre festival.
Another 14 teenage boys were reported missing across the Greater London area, bringing the total to 68. The newly formed Mothers Coalition are demanding an inquiry into the rash of mysterious disappearances, which began in June. 14-year-old Teddy Bloat, who has since been identified as the first victim, vanished on the 2nd of June, baffling family members and schoolmates, who described him as a nerd and who never went more than 10 feet away from his PlayStation. Tensions with North Korea continue to rise, with Pyongyang officials admitting responsibility for the submarines recently spotted off the coast of Dover. A spokesperson for the North Korean government released a statement saying, "Up yours, Europe. We have a weapon." We are hearing reports coming in of a level 5 earthquake which has hit Leicester within the last couple of minutes. People in the West Midlands area are being urged to stay calm and stay indoors. The source of the explosion which rocked Leicester yesterday and was wrongly reported as an earthquake has yet to be discovered. Leicester Institution, Blunt Shoes, was decimated, with 11 people hospitalised, though no deaths have been reported. Elsewhere, the death toll in the London disappearances continue to climb. Investigators are baffled.
How are your rations?
Okay. I've got plenty of water purifying tablets left. You?
Not bad. The people who live in the hole at the bottom of my garden, well, they swapped a packet of pen for 2 rolls of toilet paper.
They found another one here.
Boy or girl?
Boy, of course. All shrivelled up, same as the others.
Hundreds of them.
Thousands.
Try to stop them.
What?
Any news from overseas?
They've launched the weapon in New Zealand, making an incursion into the Pacific, now that Japan's fallen.
I thought Japan would have worked it out. What with all these Takikmori?
Social withdrawal syndrome, now a global phenomenon.
People don't want to go out.
Taylor.
Oh God, what?
I'm so sorry.
Please.
We had another quake yesterday and Mrs. Pynchon was coming home. She insisted on going into the classroom every day, said she couldn't teach effectively from home.
Her classes are what inspired me to be a scientist.
The classes are what inspired me to sleep.
We met in one of her classes. Do you remember that?
Of course I do. You lent me your hair bobble. And you were the only one who didn't laugh when I burnt my eyebrows off with a Bunsen burner.
Oh, God, yeah.
It would have been quick. An entire building fell on her.
This is all my fault.
What?
I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
I'm the one that found it. The weapon. I knew what it was. The reason all those poor teenagers were abducted.
They were abducted?
By our government. The British government. Well, I wasn't there at the time, but my God, I tried to fix it.
Taylor, what's going on?
Look, Alex. In 1995, a North Korean defector, well, he published a paper theorising that the power and orgasmic content of chocolate could be channeled into creating a wave of energy.
Fuck me.
It can create what's known as a Kármán vortex. Well, the energy vibrations, well, you have to level them for the frequency, which then has the power to destroy buildings. It's what caused the Dilaton Pass, that incident.
I thought that was ghosts. Or the Yeti.
No, it was the Russians. They were trying to harness the power of 75% cocoa, but they didn't do it. North Korea did. And they used it as a weapon.
And we tried to copy them.
The British, the Americans, the French, even the Canadians. No one was successful.
But what about all the teenage... Oh. That's why they were targeting teenage boys. Christ. Imagine the government ordering you to fap yourself to death.
But they were wrong. They kidnapped thousands of people and made them orgasm round the clock. But it didn't work because they only used males.
No women?
The ingrained sexism in the research scientist community. Well, you wouldn't believe it, Alex.
But the North Koreans use women.
North Korea have always used women as weapons.
So, what do we do? Is there any way to stop it? I mean, even if we created a counter weapon, wouldn't that just add to the destruction?
I don't know.
Maybe it's time to accept that humanity's had its day.
Alex, do you forgive me?
For what?
Well, for all this. For telling the government about the weapon. For the role I played in all the deaths. And for keeping this a secret from you.
There's nothing to forgive, Taylor. There never was.
Oh, Alex. I've never told you this. But I love you. I always have done. From the day you sauntered into Miss Pishlon's class with that stupid beanie. I don't think I've ever met anyone quite like you. Never, ever had the privilege of...
like you either. I love you too. Taylor, I wish I could tell you in person. What are you doing?
I know. You know how to do this.
Do you want to cyberscoff because you love me or to save the world?
Does it matter?
But we're playing with fire.
I don't care. I have another theory. That orgasms that are had through true love, well, they can stop destruction. We can do this, Alex. We can stop the war.
Taylor, you're crazy. But I love you. And I could murder a double-decker. Let's do it.
Well, the China Shack is a little known place where we can get together. China Shack, baby. A China Shack, baby. Chocolate Shack, that's where it's at. Chocolate Shack, that's where it's at. Say what?
Welcome to 1448, the world's quickest theatre festival.
I feel like I've been locked up tight for a century of lonely nights, waiting for someone to release me. You're licking your lips and blowing kisses my way, but that don't mean I'm gonna give it away, baby, baby.
I'm saying let's go. But my heart is saying no.
If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle, you gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. You gotta make a big impression, you gotta like what you do. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby, you gotta rub me the right way, honey. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and let me out.
See, when I was a kid, and magic was everywhere, I just had this little obsession about finding and liberating a djinn. I would literally rub every single lamp that I came into contact with, or any little magic bottle that I could find, in the hope that I would find the one. Come on. Let's swap hands. Right. E cover, you are the one. Give me a gin, give me a gin. Come on, Flash. Come on. I got it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah.
You have woken me from long and torturous confinement. As a reward, I shall grant you 3 wishes.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Right. I wish. No, I wish.
What's the matter? I can't work out what you want.
Oh, no, it's not that. No, it's just, this is a really important and serious consideration, isn't it? Well, no, because if I wish to fly, well then you could make me a pigeon, and then I'll have like a lifespan of like 2 years. And if I asked for like loads of money, then you could just make it all into gold coins, and then I would just be crushed under the weight of it.
Yeah, I've actually done that one.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Or if I said to you that I wish that my mum and dad would stop shouting at me all the time, then you can just kill them and then say, oh look, at least they're quiet now.
I grant what is wished for.
Yeah, I feel like you twist my words.
Would I?
Yeah, wishing is for suckers, really, isn't it? I mean, the best you can hope for is you end up sadder but wiser.
Wiser is good.
Yeah, but sadder isn't.
Wish!
I don't actually have to take my wishes.
You do actually have to take them. Everyone takes them.
Oh, do they?
Hey.
Hey. Oh, you're here.
You look surprised. You knew it was today, right?
Yeah, no, I knew it was today, but I just thought it would be later. Like, like this afternoon or something. Well, no, it's just I haven't been out to get groceries yet, and no, I'm sorry that I didn't pick you up. I don't have the car anymore anyway, and I don't like using the bus anymore because there's always that one twat who doesn't have his mask on,
You look good.
Please don't.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I haven't even had time to clear up yet, because I wasn't expecting you back for another 11 months. So this is it's a little bit soon, really.
Yeah, but that is a good thing, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
You've rearranged.
Yeah. I'll change it around. Did it let everybody out?
No. Well, I don't know. If you've, killed a kid or killed anyone, I suppose. Nobody likes sex offenders, so they probably stay behind.
Yeah, I wonder who decided, who to keep, who to cut loose. Who makes that decision?
I don't know.
You got lucky.
People were getting sick and dying. It's probably more for the guards than for us.
Yeah, sorry, no, of course, yeah.
I've still got to check in once a week. If I do anything wrong, anything, I get sent back.
Yeah?
Just wish for something!
Isn't there something that I can do, to trick you to get back in the bottle?
Oh, what? Oh, say something like, oh, how can something so big fit into something so small? And I say, with my magical powers, here, watch me. And I make myself small and I go back in there and then you, quick as a flash, stopper it up.
Yeah.
Well, no. That hasn't worked for a very long time, actually. We kind of got onto it. I know this whole thing is weird, right? But, and I'll sleep on the sofa.
You're damn right you will.
Well, yeah, and absolutely, and I can sleep there, but, you and me, we can...
We're not going to fuck.
No, yes, no, of course. No, I didn't, no,
Yes, I needed these 11 months, and I've been trying to struggle because I thought I had 11 months.
Yeah, well, so did I.
No, I thought I had 11 months to try and figure out a way of saying that I can't do this anymore. I can't live like this.
What? But you testified for me. You visited me.
Yeah, and I stopped visiting you.
Because of the pandemic, nobody could visit.
Yeah, I did. But then, when I was here and I couldn't visit, I realised I was enjoying myself. I realised that I was happy.
But things are going to be different. I promise.
Things are going to be different. There are just some sentences that just full of just blind hope and this bullshit and this plate spinning and this sheer stupidity that they are not even sentences at all, right? They're just noise. They're just noise and just mixed glass and broken glass and yes, things are going to be different. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be better.
Look, I will do anything you wish.
Wishes are all just twisted. They're a sucker's game.
I'm not leaving until you ask for something.
I don't have anywhere to go.
No? Only a fool makes a deal with the devil. Okay. You can stay during the rest of the lockdown, right now, but I have the power to kick you out at any time that I want, right? You've got 4 weeks to prove to me why you should still be a part of my life. And that is as a friend. Okay? That's nothing more.
Fine.
That's 4 weeks.
Fine. Okay, yeah, I will.
Right?
I will.
Yeah. Don't make any more promises to me. Just quit while you're ahead.
So, you're doing this whole work from home thing.
I managed to keep my job. Thanks to you.
So you've been stuck here by yourself, then?
Yeah.
How's that been?
Actually, I didn't want to say this because, well, I mean, it's been shit, like shit for a lot of people, like worse off than me, and it's broken a lot of strong folk. But you know, me being here, sort of on my own, I mean, it kind of surprised me. I fucking love it. It's magic.
Well, Alibaba had them 40 thieves, Paris had 1,000 tales. Master, you're in luck, 'cause up your sleeve you've got a brand of magic never fails. You've got some power in your corner now, some heavy ammunition in your camp. You've got some punch, pizzazz, yahoo and housey. All you gotta do is rub that lamp and I'll say, Mr. Aladdin, sir, what will your pleasure be? Let me take your order, shut it down. You ain't never had a friend like me. Life is your restaurant and I'm your maitre d'. Come on, whisper what it is you want. You ain't never had a friend like me.
What an evening of 7 plays. I mean, first of all, let's just give it up for the band. I mean, they have absolutely smashed that out of the park. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us. Thank you to every single artist that has taken part in this. Those 7 plays were beautiful, but this isn't the end because it's 1448. So there's another 7 plays to come. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. There's more people I want to say thank you to first. Thank you to the 1448 projects in Seattle. Thank you to our partner venues, the Y, the Arena, Attenborough Arts Centre for all of their support. Thank you to Amy Chrysler, who is the artistic director of 1448 UK and has put the children to bed tonight so I could sit here dressed like a penguin. And yeah, I mean, as I say, 7 more plays on the way. So we drew a second theme, and that second theme was Just Won't Die. And so tomorrow we will be showing the 7 second lot of world premiere plays for that theme. A few comments tonight. Thank you to all the people who've been commenting on all of these posts. Roger Gallier saying, what did we do before the internet? I don't know, Roger. I don't know. We certainly didn't do this. Jendon Anthony telling us he's so happy this is going ahead. Really missed theatre. We got lots of love for the trumpet on Would You Go to Bed With Me? Lots of love for the band in general. As Charlotte Beaver pointed out, she's quite correct. The theme for tonight wasn't sudden release. It was, in fact, bra snacks. Yeah, just a little hidden teaser for you there. So one more thing I do want to plug. I mean, I've mentioned the venues. You know, I'll stick this banner back up again because, you know, if you can throw some money at that, then it helps us to do things in the future. But also our wonderful friends, the 1448 Projects in Seattle, will have It's a Wonderful live stream happening on the 12th of December, which is a Theatre Anonymous production of It's a Wonderful Life, all produced digitally. Theatre Anonymous, basically every single actor rehearses separately. Nobody knows who is in the cast apart from a very small group of people. So the cast don't know who each other are until they're literally talking to each other on the live stream. So if you think this is pretty scary, then yeah, you need to check that out. Head to the 1448projects.org to check that out. Yeah, but last thing I want to say, thank you all for joining us tonight, but please do return tomorrow to see another 7 world premiere plays on the theme of Just Won't Die. Good night.